So, hi everyone. Today we have some questions by Carla on how to manage her assistant and how to get more work done from an assistant. I will be happy to answer your questions. So, so, yes, Carla, what do you want to know?
I have never been a boss before. I've had students and I've told students what I need them to do for me, but to have an assistant and say, this is what I need, I'm having trouble with this. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to do it and then show it to them. And you told me earlier, no, it's the other way around. So, I don't even know where to begin with the questions, Rayhan, to be honest.
So, working with someone is like being in a relationship with someone, to me at least, as an assistant, especially. And it's a lot about finding a rhythm. Like if you know how to dance, if you find the rhythm with the person, they can kind of follow you. And in order to do that, you need to assign them a lot of small little tasks. And because most people have never hired anyone and they don't work with other people, they don't know how to get work done from other people. It's just complicated because it's just inexperience, like driving a cycle, right? So you assign them small little tasks and don't give them big tasks because they would run away or get scared. So you give them small little tasks. My aunt is having the same problem with her assistant. She doesn't know what to do with him. I mean, he's just there and she's doing everything herself. When you're used to doing everything yourself, you don't know how to get things done from an assistant. Um, but it will come to you when you give them small little tasks. Just think of what small little things you're doing in your life. So the topic came up to you when you said that you have to send us your invoice, update the worksheet so that you can get paid for some work which you did. So now, if and you are scared that if he does it, he'll screw it up, which is totally true. Anybody who does it, any, anybody who does something for the first time, they screw it up. So what you do is, like for example, you see me doing a lot of different things. And what I'm trying to do is train people to do different things. So right now I have people being trained for assistants. Right now I have people being trained for interviewers. Their long-term goal task is not going to be an assistant. Their long-term task is going to be something totally different than being an assistant or them uh, than being an interviewer, for example. So, for example, okay. So, for example, Ronald Reagan didn't get trained to be president, but a president needs to speak. Donald Trump didn't get trained to be a president, but he did a lot of shows, so he knew how to deal with people, and that is a skill which is important. So, if you are a very famous actor or a famous person, you know how to handle people. That is why a lot of journalists in our countries end up being a politician, and a good one, because they know how to handle press, they know how to handle different things. So an assistant is just a pathway towards a bigger thing. If you have a good assistant, your life becomes really easy and you can do anything in the world. It's like having multiple hands and heads and eyes and anything. Thank you. So um, you have to just give them small little tasks, even if you don't need them. You don't need to get something done, but you ask them. For example, can you call Walmart and see if it's open? Can you call wherever you get groceries from and check out the banana charges for today? Can you call? You have always wondered how much would it cost to go to Pakistan. Can you find out what is the price for going to Pakistan, Karachi next year, June? So you can do these things to test them, to make them comfortable with you, to have them do things which they never expected. So when we hire someone in our office, the SOPs are to call Federal Express 10 times and get prices for different things, call Amazon and find prices for different things, because they've never done that before. It's just weird to do that for them. But when they do it the 10th time, it's no longer weird. For you, it's weird to assign them tasks because it's like, why do I have to ask someone to do this? Like when I can do it myself. In Pakistan, most people don't open their gates. So when we come to our house, we press the horn and somebody opens the gate for us. When we eat food, no, we don't clean our table. Somebody comes and cleans the table. We don't even know how it gets done. It just gets done. There are a lot of people around us, so we're used to those kind of people. But having an assistant is still different than having help in the house like that.
Okay, it started with spreadsheets. Since we spoke, I wrote and I asked him, do you know how to do a spreadsheet? The answer was yes. I need to organize it a little for him or he won't be able to get it done. I'll go through the April interviews. But in doing this, I know that I can do it, but it's nice not to have to do it.
But that's how you get time, Carla. In order to get time, that's why we hire more people. We want to do things which we must do things which we are fantastic at, not what we must do. Um, so in order to grow your organization, you need to have more people, and more people need to take away your tasks which somebody else can do. And that's what I'm trying to build here. I'm trying to allow people to what? Okay. Thank you. Good night. अम्मी यहाँ तो नहीं, नीचे होंगी.
Goodbye, Michelle.
Goodbye, Carla. दरवाजा बंद कर दो बेटा. So I don't remember what I was saying.
We were talking about the spreadsheet, and then you were saying you need to start doing what you're good at and not the things you feel you have to do.
Right. Why do you think when I assign you to interview someone, you do a better job than I do? By my purpose of having somebody to interview is to break their fear of coming on live, right? And
Right.
that is why I give them to you. So instead of me, I pay you a little bit money and you help me do it. Similar to other people, which you hire help, and that has become your expertise. You have done so many interviews. When you started, you didn't know how to interview people, but you know how to talk. So now you know how to handle them, how to get them to talk, how to get time from them, how to get a booking from them. You know all this because by doing it. There is no course that I know of that you can take. So, but that is why we are making so many little courses on everything. That is why we did the training for you to assist virtual assistant. Now, when you assign job, the way you do it is you come up on StreamYard, share your screen, show it to them, record it, and if it's private, just record it and publish it, but do it for yourself only. So tomorrow, if your assistant runs away and you have to hire somebody else, you send them that video, watch this video, and here's a spreadsheet, try to do this for me. And then they do something for you. And then you do another 2-minute phone call. Now you saved half an hour of your life, because teaching someone is very hard sometimes, something which they have never done before. It takes time. But if you have a video, you send them that video, tell them, watch the video, and then let's talk. So they watch the video and then you talk, and already you can see what they have. They will already ask questions about the things which they don't understand. So you can use videos to scale yourself, to make copies of yourself, to do amazing things. So for example, you can start teaching people everything you know. You can start teaching them how to do a Zoom conference, how to start an English class. If you want to teach 2 billion people, if you want to reach to 2 billion people, it's impossible that you can do it alone. So you have to start chapters. Speak English Foundation has a chapter in every city, every country, and they all become your volunteers. Then they have their own classes. So all of a sudden, on your page, and you make them editor on your page. Now you will have 2 classes, then 3 classes, then 4 classes, then 500 classes a day on your room, and you will start expanding like crazy. And that is how you will get likes and people. And you can't do 2 billion people alone, but you can have a lot of people teach a lot of people, and they become Carla, and that is how you scale.
So should I begin like giving out, saying, Alex, look, I want you to teach a class in Brazil?
No, not like, would you like to become a partner with us, Speak English Foundation, and become our ambassador in Brazil and start teaching English to people under our umbrella? We will give you particular formula. We will give you audience. We will teach you how to teach, and then you go out there and you teach. And there will be no politics. There will be no religion. There will be no things which are contradictory. And slowly but surely, you will expand all over the planet. You will have so many branches that you wouldn't be able to handle. And what are branches? They're just Facebook pages. So in 6 months time from now, you can have 100 or 600 classes going on. Speak English Foundation Brazil, Speak English Foundation Rio de Janeiro, Speak English Foundation Karachi, Speak English Foundation everywhere. And it will expand like crazy. And that is how you reach the 2 billion mark. You don't reach the 2 billion mark by doing yourself. You master the process. You learn the process. You mastered it by doing it for so many hours. Then you become the master teacher and you teach others. That's how you scale.
So the people who are coming in and helping me in Zoom can start their own class.
Correct.
And it'll be under the Speak English Foundation. I never thought of that. Thank you.
Okay. No worries. You never thought of Speak English Foundation also. No problem. You're welcome.
No. And that way, by doing that, we will get the likes, we will get the audience, and we will begin to monetize because we'll have so many more people teaching English or speaking English with people.
Exactly. And then you can, I don't want to tell you what else you can do because it will scare you. If I told all this to you 2 years ago, you would have said, no, on earth I can do this. But now you have already done most of it. So I can give you one step at a time, and then you do that step, get good at it, and then you do more. There's so many ways to make money. Money comes to you eventually. It takes time initially to grow the tree, but then it gives fruits. It has to be a fruit tree for sure.
I'm very excited because I didn't realize it, but I looked on my Facebook page and found out that I have over 14,000 followers.
If you just write on your Facebook that I am looking for people, ambassadors who are willing to donate 30 minutes a day or 40 minutes a day for teaching English in their city or in their country, please inbox me. And then when you have 10 people or 100 people, you do a Zoom class for them. So instead of teaching the normal students, you just teach how to teach. So all of a sudden, you change the whole thing, and you become the master trainer, and you teach to teach. Our methodology of teaching, your methodology of teaching is not about teaching. It's about just hanging out there and just listening to them, allowing them to speak, conquer their fear. And whereas the normal English schools teach in a different way. They probably do similar things, but we are doing it on the internet. When nobody else was doing it on Zoom or anything like that.
Now, the thing about Zoom
Now, listen. This core video is about your assistant, right? So now all of a sudden you have 50 people or 10 people asking you, okay, I'm ready to, um, I'm ready to become an ambassador. Now you will say, Rehan, you give me more work. It's not more work for you. So you give your assistant, okay, get this information from them, do a live interview of them, talk with them, show me, and then I will just watch 2 minutes of the half an hour video, because now are they comfortable even going live, are they even comfortable going on Zoom? You don't need to be there anymore. So you start delegating. And that is when the virtual assistants come in, because you start delegating everything you do. Anything which you can have somebody else do for you don't do it. You start delegating those things, and you start looking for bigger things, bigger goals, bigger things. If you had more time to learn, you should learn now how to monetize. Because it's like raising a child. A business is like raising a child. When the business is 6 months old, you have to learn how to change the diaper. When the business is 2 years old, you have to learn how to walk, teach them to walk. When the child is 18 years old, you have to teach them, different things. No longer diaper changing. And some mothers are stuck on the diaper changing, and they still want to change the diapers of the children, and that becomes a problem because they never learn or unlearn and learn to change their role in life. So business is like the same way, in my opinion. It's the same as raising a child or being in a relationship. It's the same thing.
And what you're saying makes so much sense. Um, I don't want to say it's a little scary, but it is in a way. But I need to take those steps to move forward.
What's the scary part?
I want to make sure that they do it perfectly like me. And I
But
know
they
that
can't.
they're not going to. They're not me. They're going to do it in their own way.
Do
And
you make mistakes?
excuse me?
Do you make mistakes?
Oh, all the time.
So why do you think they will not make mistakes?
They're going to make them. It's obvious.
So, but that's the only way to learn. So the way you make them have less mistakes is have them do the same thing over and over. Calling Walgreens to find out if they have this product in their shelves and listening to the phone for half an hour doesn't teach them something, but they give them patience. It gives them an experience of what you go through. But now, then when you really need them to call someone, they will already know how to call someone. So just have them call airlines and Federal Express and Amazon and Walgreens and all those things which you don't need right now, but you give them tasks so they learn. And these people are not even realizing, I mean, that they learn so many things from you. You're basically going to teach them a new way of living, which they have never experienced. When people come and work for me, they think that it's the money they're working for, but it's they can't even hire me to get the things they learn. It's impossible because it's so many things I help them learn, and they grow so much, and then they think, oh, we did it ourselves, like a father. Most kids, I mean, I think I did myself everything, but everything goes to my father. And if he didn't raise me when I was young the way he did, I would be different. So coming back to the virtual assistant or assistant, you give them tasks which you don't need to get done, but it's practice. You give them research job, you give them tasks which you wish that could get done, and even if they get 5% done, it's better than 0%.
So they could even research. I could write the letter for the senators and they could do the research and send it out to them. I just
Exactly.
need to write the letter.
You don't have to make appointments. You can you don't have to do literally anything. I think one of the best person who did this was Amy. She even gave her Facebook account to her assistant, and she did a fantastic job. And she took over her life literally, and she was free most of her time doing things which she wanted to do. And that is what you will learn. If you hire someone, it will eventually, and you stick with it, eventually you will have a good relationship with your assistant, and they will have good relationship with you, and everything will be fine.
So when you suggested the online meeting, we did get a video done. It's almost complete. We did get a new logo, but I should also be talking to them. Okay, I need my spreadsheet done. This is what I want. These are the people who need to go on it. Will you please set it up and do it? And then I'll look at it and say, oh, it doesn't have this, it doesn't have that. Go back and do it. And then eventually I'll send it to Austin. But that's what it is, what it's all about.
No, your online meeting was about finding the right assistant initially, and get you were looking for someone. I said get all of them online and talk to them. And now you have something else going on in totally, like you're having fun over there. So it's different. The way I want to hack a way where we can teach people, thousands of people, the same thing, where we only need a few people. So the skills which I need, I think other people need also. So when I'm teaching my staff, why should I teach just my staff? Why don't I teach 1,000 other people at the same time? So if I can teach 1,000 other people, I can have a resource of 1,000 people, and I can only hire two people, and I have 998 in spare. I can have them hire them whenever I want. And at the same time, they learn something, and they can go get a different job themselves also. So that's how I want to crack and hack this system and make it work like this, because I have never been able to find people who I can work with. I had to always create them, and now I have fantastic SN. I have fantastic so many people, Shahriar, Arif, but now I want to find a way to copy them, and it's very difficult to convince them to come online and start teaching, because they're scared that I will fire them and hire somebody else cheaper. But it's not the intention. I could grow 10 times faster if I had 10 essence, for example. So I want SN to make me copies, 1,000 copies of SN, so they become $2,000 person, and they start. And I can have, in Pakistan, when I posted that I can teach you how to make $10,000, 10 people showed up. And when I offered I can pay you $100, 7,000 people showed up. So people think that 10,000 is too much. It's way out of my league. It must be very hard, or it must be fraud. Whereas $100 is something, well, it's normal. Let's see what happens. So people are scared of even success. Everybody is scared of even success. That's why we're not rich, because they don't want to be. They're scared of being rich.
That makes sense. And that could be, something I'm going through too. So let's get back to my meeting that I've been doing. Should I begin talking to people about the doing the
Have you hired an assistant, first of all? Is there someone who's working for you as an assistant right now?
I don't have the money to pay them, but yet
But you said many people said to you that they will work for you for free. Do you have anybody who says I will work
I
for
have
you for free?
people who are consistently with me every day, who are working on anything I ask them to do, and they've been great. The fact is, I'm not using them as as you're telling me I could use them.
So if you have someone who's saying that he is ready to be your assistant, you can start giving them tasks, not just the logo and video. You can say, first of all, you get an agreement with them that you are now working with me as an assistant. I will not be paying you. You will be working so many hours a day, so many hours a week, and I will be giving you tasks, and they agree. If they agree, then you give them tasks to do, including phone calls, including calling Amazon, and including whoever. And then you give them tasks. And when you give them tasks, they will start doing your tasks. There's nothing, I mean, I don't understand what's the problem. If you don't have assistants still, then we need to find you assistant. I can make another post, I can go live with you again, and somebody will show up saying, okay, I'm ready to become your assistant.
Well, people do come to the, like Mayor Osama came today, but Harris, the video guy, and Zerace come all the time.
Right, but that is a class you're having. That is just an online thing you're doing. But offline, you have to give them tasks. If they are your
Right.
assistant, then you have to give them tasks. There is, if are you working with me as my assistant also, by the way, pro bono, for free, or not? So if they are, then you give them work to do.
And I have work that needs to be done, for sure.
Right, getting appointments on Facebook, getting appointment on WhatsApp, getting preparing them for interview. If somebody if somebody doesn't know how to use Zoom, do a 5 minute Zoom meeting with them so they can go and teach. So these are small little tasks which will make your life easier and organized, more organized, right?
Well, I need it now because it's becoming, there's tons of email and tons of, it's driving me, it's more than I can handle.
But that is why you need assistance. That is what assistants are for. That is what means. That is what growing business means. Your job is to make sure you're so busy that you can give it to other people, teach it to other people, give it to them.
Well, I need to start that, and I guess I didn't totally get that before. It's a process.
It's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm not getting upset with you. I'm just telling you how it works. Nobody taught me how to do it. I had to learn it. Now at least I'm teaching other people. Nobody, I mean, people, I was too scared to even ask what to do.
At least I'm asking.
Here you go. Good. And you will learn.
And I need to learn. It kind of, it's not that it's scary. It's like taking the next step. And I haven't quite.
Your next step is one, getting a contract from them, just an email from them agreeing that you want them to work as an assistant for you 4 hours a day pro bono for free, and in return you're not giving them anything. As long as they know that, and they agree, and they say, I will be available to you, Carla, from this hour to this hour, and I want to work with you because I'm learning so much just by being around you. I've never worked as an assistant for an American lady before. I'm learning English. I'm learning to you help me do this. You are helping them. That is why they're working for free. They're not stupid. They're not crazy. They are good people, but at the same time, they're picking up some things from you also. So once you have people agreed to do this, then you go out and start giving them work.
And I need to start doing that.
Right. And once you have more work, I will teach you how to scale it. Right now, this is enough. You need to start delegating people. When you delegate, I have already explained, people will not perform first time. It's impossible that they will work for you perfectly. It's impossible. There is an example. It's exceptional that you find somebody who is totally up there. Imagine if I had 10 essence, what I could do. Imagine if I had 10 essence, 100 essence available to me, what I can do. I have so many businesses I've closed down because I don't have right people. Essence takes 5 minutes of a week from me. That's it. I just need maximum 5 minutes, WhatsApp, blah, 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 done. Like within 8 seconds, my work is done. He's fantastic. So
That
I need
I know, right?
what?
You're talking about that and who works in your office, correct?
Right.
Okay.
I need more time to deal with you than I need more to deal with Essen. That is why I like short, small, dedicated messages, because I have so many messages coming from everywhere. So I need to handle it where, that is why I send you to this guy and to this guy and to this guy, because they need to learn. And I don't have time and money to teach them. You come in, it's your work, okay, teach them how to get this done. And then they get pressure and they're like, how to get this done? Then and they try to learn. That is, without pressure, nobody learns. Nobody learns. Your body is not going to learn without pressure of you not giving it food. It's going to learn when you give it pressure. So give them pressure, give them tasks, um, and it's like as I said in the start, it's like dancing. Too much and they will fall. Too little and they will not perform. So it's a balance which you will learn as you do it. It's with different with every human being.
And can I use the spreadsheet as one of the things that need to get done?
Are
Yeah.
you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What was that?
Can the spreadsheet be one of the things that need? Yeah, why not?
Okay. Our 15 minutes are over two times. As I said, I can get things done in 5 minutes with Essen. It needs a long time with you. And this is what I mean by that. It just takes more time. And that is why I do it live on video, so you can go back and watch it and listen to it. And if you don't get it, you have to watch it. You don't have an option. So uh, assign work to people, train a lot more people. If you are doing it live, what is happening is others are watching, and they can learn. Even if you don't need them, they are still learning. They are sitting. They have nothing to watch, so they come and watch you. They learn something from you, and then now they have that skill just by watching. They learned it. That is why we did the virtual assistant class live. All the classes we do is live, so that we can only have 6 people in a room, but we can have thousands on internet. And if they want to learn, they can. Nobody's stopping them.
Rayhan, when we're talking about doing this and you're really don't get
Quickly.
you know I'm really tired. So
Me too.
do you also want me to have them do the introductions in the groups that I do, or should I just keep doing those on my own?
Whatever you're comfortable with, you can ask them. It's fine. It's not rocket science.
I enjoy that, but I'd like them to take care of setting up the meetings and all. Okay. Are you there?
Hi.
Hi. I know you're tired.
Start with your spreadsheet and then you can start with something else. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Rayhan. Bye.
His mean is to fire employees. Sample is that the thing. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I have no idea either. You don't fire people.
Anwar, why don't you join the class of Carla, improve your English, and try to explain what you're saying in the correct way? I don't fire employees unless I really have to. Nobody does. Nobody in the world likes to fire people. If the reason people are fired is they're not able to learn something new. If somebody has fantastic employees, they would open 500 factories. They don't have to have one factory, they can have 500 factories. They can have 500 businesses. The reason they don't is people don't have enough people to work with who understand them or create systems. That is why we are unable to scale. That is why we are unable to grow a big company, because we don't have people who are trained well enough, who in soft skills, in a lot of other skills, which we don't have. And it comes by practice and by experience. And the way we are training is giving micro skills to a lot of people, but and all those skills which we need, we're teaching to everyone, not just one person. Instead of teaching to one person, what that is what traditionally people do, I'm trying to teach to thousands of people, so that even if everyone picks up 1%, I still have a lot of people to work with. Nobody likes to fire people, and that is a misunderstanding which people have. That people think that the companies like to fire people to save money. It's not true. The employees and an employer is a partnership. It's like a dance. As I said in the start, it's like a relationship. If one party doesn't give in the relationship, the other party simply runs away. It doesn't work in it's one-way relationship normally doesn't work. And it's a dance. Sometimes the one party gives more, sometimes the other party gives more, but it's a dance. It's a constant struggle to go through that relationship. Alrighty, so we're out. If any other employers have any other questions, please feel free to inbox me. I will make videos about them. Carla is my friend. She just likes to hang around, so we were just hanging out, and all at the same time, we were answering some questions. I congratulate Carla for her second day of water fasting. Yeah.
I'm
So
going to try to get through the weekend. I think by Sunday I may need to take
just
off.
I took one day at a time. Honestly speaking, today I could have done 4 days. I didn't need to open my fast, but I thought I would be hungry. I wanted to go somewhere, and I thought I would be driving around, so I would need some energy because I didn't want to feel hungry. I didn't want to fight the hunger at that time. It's a fight. It's literally a fight with your mind. So, like meditation, when you start meditating, it's like a fight going on inside your mind. It doesn't want you to stay in one place, right? And you need a lot of practice. So, I think 3 days of practice was good. I will try to do more 24-hour fast or 2 days fast. But really, I realized that it wasn't so important. When I was with Swamiji, he kept telling, "It's okay if I eat. If it's okay, I don't eat." I was forcing him to eat, and I now I understand that how people don't really eat, and it's fine for them. They really are fine with that. So, anyways,
Well, you suggested I ask my doctor, and the doctor thought it was a great idea. Now, I don't, it all depends on my blood sugar, how long I can do it. But
do you have diabetes?
yeah, you know that.
I did not know that. So, if you have diabetes, then you have to consult your doctor about the thing, and you can search online about if you have diabetes, what to do. Um, I don't know.
Actually, the doctor that I'm working with is the doctor who is helping me get off the diabetic medication, which is
You can
another thing I wanted to do before I came to Pakistan.
You can also talk to Dr. Charania about it. He's a MD, and he reversed his diabetes, so he doesn't have diabetes anymore. He reversed it.
Is that Dr. BC?
Yes,
I didn't know his last name. I just called him Dr. BC. Okay, I will.
Dr. Barkat Charania. Barkat means lots of blessings, and Charania, I have no idea what it means, but blessing. Barkat means blessed one, blessings, basically.
He's
So
such a nice guy.
that's a nice guy. And I just love him. And he's very sweet, humble, never gets upset. Drives me around when I'm in Houston. We go have. He has lived in Houston, and I've showed him very interesting places which he have never seen. So it's fun to be around him. It's like a friend. So I really adore him, and I think he and you should have a separate, just one-on-one call about, and the topic should be how can I reverse my diabetes, and a lot of people will learn and benefit from it. And it can be a good YouTube video because a lot of people will want to watch it. It's such a
Oh,
common.
yeah, I have his number now. I can call him and ask him.
Yeah. Okay, I think Fazil Bhai might be talking about me that I didn't answer his question. I'm so sorry, Fazil Bhai. I get so many messages that the messages, like WhatsApp, just crashes and messages go all the way down, and I can't even find them even if I try. I apologize. Just message me again if you did something, if it is for me. And I had such a bad migraine for 2 days, I was totally out. So I'm sorry about that.
And I have the same issue. I get so many messages that I can't always respond anymore.
Yeah. So Dr. Barkat Sarania is on my Facebook. You can find him on Facebook. I don't remember his number, neither do I know about this. So just find him on Facebook and message him there and comment on him as well, and you should find him. Anyways, Fazal bhai, let me call you up and sort it out. Okay, Chikarla, thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Rehan. See you later. Are we off?
Not yet.